Guys, this is Allison from Allykatkreations. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you get anything from my work, a connected dot, an epiphany, a mind blown moment, a new book to read, a new author to explore, please consider supporting my work. All the links are at the bottom of the description. And if you're interested in a customized pyramid, there are different sizes, different things. Check out my website, AllyKatzkreations211.com. I'm also doing ornaments for Christmas or the holidays, whatever you choose to celebrate. I'm reclaiming those holidays back. I have decorative paintings, there's sculptural paintings. There's flowers and earth elements inside epoxy on a canvas with installation foam and painted. Yeah. I also do oil paintings as well, but they're abstract. So check out my website. All of that is on there. And hi guys. So I haven't really been able to sit down to do like a full oracle for everybody, and I do apologize for that. Things are getting really hectic and busy, which is a great thing, but it's taking some of the longer processed things like oracle readings. So I figured I would come on. I just did a Urantia reading and do some oracle. I don't have all the cards, but my workspace is on the other side of the room. But let's walk through what the collective needs. So I already pulled one card because I was waiting for the other video to upload, and I cleared my energy, sage in the whole 9 yards. And our first card is Soul Family. Look at that. You are loved and supported. There's a couple of you with negative self-talk. Your soul family wants you to know how much you are loved and how well you are doing. Your soul family consists of other souls that have similar values and ideas to you. The bright circle of light at the center of this image is Shambhala. Think of it as a meeting place where your soul family gathers to connect with you. When you ask a question, its energy vibrates throughout the universe, bringing souls and their light beings to Shambhala to share responses and information. They're overjoyed to connect and co-create with you. Your questions and experiences on Earth move you, and then to expanded awareness about love, life, and purpose. If we go back far enough in time, there was a point when all was connected, where all was one. As time progressed and energy was released and source was separated. Guys, I talk about this all the time. Here it is in a book. We all originated from this source. So whatever form the members of your soul family take, you will recognize them because they're a part of you. We know it in our hearts when we encounter a member of our soul family, even if we can't explain it. We often refer to this as a meeting of a soulmate. Remember, a soulmate can come in many guises: a lover, a friend, a parent, a child, or an animal, and turn up when you need to remember the love that you are. So let's expand on this. Hi, guys. Again, that just validated everything that I keep saying and will be forever saying. We were once with source. And in this infinitude of the liquid gold that I was taken into in a meditation, I had a bunch of people in and around that pool, that section of God. And all those energies are the people, places, and things. Well, not places necessarily, but my animals and my friends, my family, the boyfriends and other people that inhabit my world are in that section of the pool. And then each of us come down when it is our divine timing to come down, and eventually in tangible world, we meet. Some of these people only stay a season. Some of these people stay forever. Are you finding your tribe right now? Are you finding your tribe? Are you connecting with like souls? And or are we working on the dynamics of that tribe? So the universe wants us to really focus on the soul family, understanding that concept that you are with your other selves. The same similar energy. And in A Hermit's Journey with Manly P. Hall, there's, I think the last read I did, I forgot the name of the short story that I read, but there was a guy that followed a cow, like a native nations person into like a canyon, and he's sitting amongst his elders, which are not physically here, they're in spirit, and he was imparting some of the wisdom on that guy. We got to look at it at that, because a lot of our soul family is not here in the tangible world in material form. They're in higher density, different types of energy that we can't perceive with our naked eye unless you have those abilities. So a lot of your family is not here incarnated. Some of them are. And we still have time to go, and plenty of other people are going to come in to your paradigm. Be open and accepting, and don't have expectations what those people are going to look like. You know, I equate that also as I worked in tattoo shops for a little chunk of my life, and people have stereotypes and misperceived conceptions about other people and what they look like. And those people are the sweetest, very kind, a little on the dangerous side, but they are really genuine people. And when you get to know somebody that looks something like you are going to run from, you got to open up and give it a chance, because you really don't know. Right? So look out for those people that you got to go into your heart space with, and get those signs. Not everybody stays in your life forever. Some people are just there for a season. I'm not talking about they die, but they're going to go off and do their own thing with other people in their tribe. Tribe is vast. The pool always moves. Liquid is fluid. Anger. Sorry, holding it. Anger. In the paradigm right now, the Schumann resonance, I want to look at the Schumann resonance really quick, because there has been some, yeah. Okay, in the that's a lot of energy. And what is coming up right now that I'm feeling and other people are speaking about is the ancient, the old paradigm coming up and seeding itself on the outside world. So I'm going to give you a perfect example. I was busy on Friday. Saturday, I wake up and I'm really angry. I haven't felt this angry or and also frustration. Like I wanted to go out into a mosh pit, and I used to do that. I listened to heavy metal. I used to go into mosh pits and vent my energy. And I'm like, okay, so I have to do something today to get my energy to be out because I don't like the way I'm feeling. So I went outside and I got my blower and I got a tree mulcher, leaf mulcher that you can walk with in a vacuum. It's really cool. And I spent 4 hours with sand weights on your hands, like you could put weights on my ankles. And I went nuts for 4 hours to make 2 huge piles of leaves and kind of mulch. I think I did 4 bags, 10-pound bags each. It was a lot of work. And it worked. Not only was I grounding my energy, I was out in nature. I was working my energy. I was getting that anger out of me. Don't know why I was there. Really didn't know why, but it was there. And I got to be productive and do stuff I had to do anyway. But I did it with more of a impactful, put some music on and, you know, doing my thing, but like I had to get my energy out. So you might not know why you feel angry. You might wake up angry. It happens. We're human again. So just take that as the old self releasing feelings and emotions you might not even be aware that were there. And that's probably what was going on with me. I might have had some build up that I'm not aware of subconsciously, and I gotta let it rip. So instead of being destructive, I was constructive and did my yard, but I added weights to it so that I feel like I'm also trying to tone up and get myself back into shape. Because the next card is that we all are going on a transformation. We are all transforming, whether you are aware of it or not. We are getting upgrades. People are waking up. People are being more aware that they got to do the work on themselves. More people are finding the love within. More people are alchemizing when they're having those bad experiences, or they're projecting an attitude or projecting negative self-talk. Yeah, it's going to come out, but people are stopping themselves and going, oh, they do the flip in their head. And then they apologize, they own their shit, and then they move on. And sorry. This transformation is to get rid of this old self. To get rid of, and not to say to forget it and to, it's just all the old modalities, all those experiences that we had to grow up with, the programming, the indoctrination, that's all leaving. We don't need it anymore. We're moving up in consciousness. We're moving up in the next density, which is unconditional love and love itself and authenticity. If you can't love yourself first, how do you expect anybody else to love you fully? Are you investing in yourself? Forgiveness. So as the old is popping up, a lot of people are going through that trauma again. And instead of reliving it in your head and making it a bad situation and reliving trauma you don't want to, don't even go there. Release it. Forgive yourself for writing that experience into your paradigm. Okay. We didn't, some things all of us wrote this stuff for soul growth. But in this body, we don't realize that we have a veil. So we don't really know why we had an accident or why we had a health event or a health scare or whatever have you that comes and really train wrecks your life with the Mack truck. Forgive it because it's back there. It's not in the present moment. Let it go and release. And that's also with friendships and relationships and connections to people. Forgive them, for they know not. There are people who do things unconsciously, say things unconsciously. And we have to have grace and compassion for people that they're not in the same place as you. They project differently. They think differently from you. And is that a wrong thing? When we have those negative things start coming up and we have the negative self-speak or just negative talk in general, forgiveness is a great tool to get rid of it. Let it go. Because on the right path, you're healing, you're transforming, you're expanding. And however that's looking in your paradigm, in your reality, you're on the right path. You got to see the signs. You have to acknowledge it in order to understand it, feel it, and win it chicken dinner. Can't do that if you're not open enough to seeing the signs. You know, universe sends very different signs to different people. For me, at times when I need advice and I ask for clarity from upstairs, like I don't get something or just something stuck within me, it's not coming out properly, they will send me a YouTube video or a Rumble video or a BitChute video. They'll send me somebody to read, or they'll send something in my path that I have to be perceptive to. So when a new video, and it doesn't need to be anything that I normally watch, passes by my algorithm, it's usually put there by spirit. So I take heed and watch. That's how Amish Mindset came about. They got me to watch some guy interviewing Amish people. I'm like, what goes on here? But the lesson in that video was Amish Mindset. I wouldn't have gotten that if I passed that video up. It's very interesting. Got a lot of bright cards. This one isn't as bright, but I can guide and lead others wisely with love. So anything that you do, come from here. This is where love emanates the most. Come from your heart space. I will persist. My will is strong. The universe is testing us all hardcore right now. Everybody that I am talking to is being thrown their past through another person, through an experience, or through something that is making sure that they did the work to change their mindsets, to catch themselves in the moment when they're relapsing back to the past behaviors and thinking. And it's correcting it so you have the strong will to persevere forward and push forward. And forgiving yourself if you fall back, because guess what? We're human and it happens. But you got to give yourself grace and compassion when you have those moments and you forget, or you just become self-aware. Like, did I really just say that? Okay, let me change that. You do an aerial flip in your mind, or you see the pendulum and you're swinging it to the positive polarity, right? You're seeing it and you're stopping it and you're changing your behavior. I had that in high school. I wasn't aware because I was so numb, so depressed, not me, that I was projecting my crap and everybody else's crap because I was absorbing everybody's shit. I was pushing it out on everybody. And a bunch of people had to stop me and say, Allison's, wait, what? Repeat what you just said. And I would repeat it. And they said, I'm going to say it back to you. How does that feel? Oh, shit. My friends were there to help me and catch me when I was projecting, not even aware of how it sounded out of my mouth. And I stopped and I thought about, before I went out to speak, I now stopped to think, is what I'm saying proper in a nice way? So if you don't have somebody to do that, try to find your soul family to come in and help you, guide you. You know, why are people calling you a bitch or you're a jerk or an asshole? Like, why do you talk like that? Why are you like projecting yourself to me like that? I don't deserve that. Right. So if that happens, ask other people to stop you in your tracks, reflect it back to you exactly the way you said it, so that you could feel it, see it, and absorb it and go, okay, no, I have to make a change. I gather more wisdom each day. And we are, because we're flowing through photonic belts and we're getting light codes and we are expanding that consciousness. And the only way you gather more wisdom is having experiences. Walking the walk and talking the talk, not just talking about it, walking through it, going through it emotionally, physically, all of that. That's what wisdom really is, just in my perception. Look how cute this is. I teach people how to treat me. Hi. Many of you allow other people to walk all over you. You don't know how to say no. You don't know how to put boundaries up, and they don't necessarily need to be mean sounding. And I'm saying this not in judgment. I'm saying this because I speak to a lot of people, a lot of really good, kind-hearted, and amazing, incredible souls. And the biggest commonality a lot of people have is that they do so much for their family and other people. It's like a self-sacrifice martyrdom, the way they project what they're telling me. That when I say, are you going in and doing any kind of work on yourself? Well, I don't have time to, Allison. What? So you could do for everybody else but yourself. My boyfriend's in this scenario as well. He worries about everybody else besides himself. He doesn't take care of himself. And if you watch this, take heed, mister. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help everybody else. Listen, put some boundaries up, okay? I know most of you have to watch your grandkids and you got other things going on, but you got to find time to work on you. Some people get some vacation time, or, you know, their kids go away and they're not babysitting that week. And I can tell you right now, the profound wisdom, epiphanies, aha moments that people are telling me about are freaking prolific. And that's because you're actually opening up and taking the time to do you. Why can't you find and carve out 20 minutes a day for yourself? Okay, I'm not giving you this big, you got to spend hours. Guys, I'm not asking that. I know life gets in the way. Life gets busy. I'm there. I'm winning it too. I find time every day. In the morning, I sit with little Thor. I'm out my window. I open up my door. If you watch my shorts, and I feed him, but I'm also looking into nature. I'm looking at the sky. I'm communing with the trees, trying to connect to the trees. I'm trying to become one with nature. Even though I'm inside my house, trying to stay nice and warm, I'm looking out and I'm being thankful and I'm doing my gratitudes. I'm saying my blessings and my thank yous to the universe in the morning. And when I'm making my coffee, I try to look at all the affirmation cards on my refrigerator. When I brush my teeth and take a shower in the morning, I got those sticker decals all over all my mirrors. So I'm being fed positive reinforcement all the time. If you watch my good and evil video with Frederick Misha, at the end, I tell you, I was fed nothing but negative words my entire life. And I love my parents, but they didn't know how to project kindness to me or love. You're stupid. You're not going to accomplish anything as an artist. You're wasting your time becoming an artist. What are you doing with your life? You're not going to succeed because you're not following our footsteps. My father was a teacher. My mother was a school aide. She also was a secretary. She did 1,000,005 things. She was incredible. But at the end of the day, I got to walk my own path. I got into art school. It was the only thing I was actually able to get into without a problem. They took me and the totality of me and they ran with me. And I was very heavily successful in art school. I excelled myself. That's my path. Right? I wasn't walking my parents' path. I did when my whole paradigm shifted and my dad passed away and life really, here's arthritis and you can't move. And I'm, again, going personal because I want you guys to connect how I'm connecting with the cards. This is for the collective, not for me. But I want you to walk through how I'm discovering these things so you can do it for yourself. I put boundaries up. I am an Aries and I will tell you how it is. I could be the bitch or I can be the nicest person in the world. It depends what boundary line you cross of what you get out of me. I'm a New Yorker. But put some boundaries up. It's okay to say no. Oh, what? They're butthurt that you're doing them a favor? Or are they guilting you into shit? Like I said, you could take out a coloring book and color with the kids and meditate while you're coloring. You can still be self-aware of everything going around, but clearing the space in your mind. Those small little things add up to bigger things. I want to see the best in everybody. I don't want to see people struggling. I don't want people stressed. That's what you signed up for, but it's your reaction to everything that makes a whole big difference. And when you're projecting negative things, that's a program your entire life. You got to deprogram yourself. And you're the only one that can do it. People can say, I love you all day long. Do I really feel it in my heart? Doesn't mean anything to me. If you're shutting that out and that energy out, you're going to shut a lot of other things out. If people are projecting horrible things at you and, slandering you, are you putting your walls up? And are you changing that negative self or negative crap out of your paradigm? It's up to you to make those changes. I can't make them for you. I could just tell you how I went about it, and you could try. But if that doesn't work, other people talk about it too. I'm not the only one. Let's see what the angels have to say. And hopefully after Thanksgiving, I can get a reading, like a full-blown reading in. Because I enjoy doing this. This is like another passion I love to do. You are being guided by unseen forces. Have faith, all is well. Go within and find your inner peace. Problems resolve when you listen to your inner self. Guys, I'm sorry if it's not mirrored. I don't know why I'm seeing it backwards. I hate you. Hang on. There's my dyslexia. Like attracts like. So think only positive thoughts. So when you've been fed your whole life, you suck, you're dumb, you're this, you're that, and all the negative stuff, and you're refeeding that to yourself, and you have negative self-talk, and I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not worth it, I'm this, I'm that, negative, blah, blah, right? You're attracting in your field negative experiences, negative shit. That's where the timeline comes in. When you're able to flip the script, again, mental gymnastics, I call it mental gymnastics. The hermetics is like, go to the poles, use the pendulum. I like the mental gymnastics because you could be laser focused getting on that balance beam. And you can like start out all great and doing twirlies and whatever, and you're on a little beam. And then you wobble. Again, are you going to give up because you wobbled, or are you going to focus to finish out that routine and land a 10? That's up to you. If you are focused on catching yourself and switching that negative to a positive, you're going to attract better things in your life. Just don't have expectations of what that is going to look like. I could said, I want this big burly man with muscles and long hair and like looks like a Viking, talks like a Viking, can chop a tree down like a Viking. That's just like what my type is, right? But I will wait forever on that being. Because are they supposed to be in my paradigm? Are they not? I don't know. That veil is still not open for me, but someone did ring my doorbell. So am I going to leave that because it's not my expectations? Or I'm going to be realistic with myself and said, oh, the universe is giving me a gift. Don't fuck up. I'm going to go with the universe on that one. What are you waiting for? The life you dreamed of awaits for you. And I'm going to repeat without detail a conversation I had yesterday with a patriot. Why are you waiting for the RV Nacera Jacera? For those of you who are into that, know about it, and are waiting on it, why aren't you writing and manifesting these things now? the law of return, the law of compensation, the law of cause and effect. In order to manifest something, you have to have action, put action into motion to have a cause and effect. That's law of the universe. But you sitting here and going, I'm going to wait for the government to do right or wrong that I got fucked on, but I'm just going to sit here and wait for the popcorn to pop. You're going to be waiting a very long time. And I'm not trying to be harsh or upset anybody. The person I spoke to had very amazing concepts and inventive things that will help humanity. And I'm like, whoa, stop your boat right now. Put the anchor down. Wow. Life-changing stuff. Put it on paper. Draw out whatever you guys are thinking about as a humanitarian project. Write some plans down. Tesla didn't sit in his lab and like said, oh, well, I'm just going to wait for electricity and the ether just to manifest itself. Like, he had to do inventions and he had to make shit in order to figure it out. He was steered and channeled by source and his higher self and other entities. They helped him along the way, but there was many failures before he succeeded. So instead of waiting and twiddling thumbs for your reality to manifest, you got to put the action into it and the motion into it and the thought and the will for it to be here in the tangible, purposeful world. What is it that you want to do to help humanity? Write it down, draw it out, make a song about it, whatever it is you do creatively, right? You're not alone in your thoughts. You can pluck anything out of the ether. How many other people have the same idea? Because it's not your idea. It's upstairs idea. They're just seeding it to everybody in the ether. It's what you are connected to energetically that entangles in your mind. So instead of just waiting for it, yes, money can solve a lot of people's problems. But with those problems come bigger problems. Biggie, I think Puffy, I don't know what the hell he goes by anyway. He said that, more money, more problems. Life is problems. It's all experiences. So are you sitting on your laurels, waiting for some fantastical thing to happen? Yeah, like I said, great if it happens, great if not, because the world still has to go on. And you have to move in with it. So let's move together and write those amazing, beautiful concepts down in drawings. Find people who are into the same stuff and feel the same way as you, and then crowdsource. The universe is going to help you once you put that action into motion, right? I take my move as one of the biggest manifestation things. I did not want to move, even though I knew I had to. I didn't know where to go. I didn't have anybody helping me. I don't know the ins and outs of real estate. I didn't know the ins and outs of all the legalities of everything. I never bought a house before, but I put action into motion. I started packing, having yard sales, trying to sell everything so I can eat, but also get the hell out of there. Did it manifest when I wanted to? Nope. I planned on moving that summer. Oh, it did not happen that summer. It happened December 7th that I landed in Indiana. And I didn't know what house I was buying. I just took everything with a wing and a prayer and gave it to the universe and said, you got to steer me. I can't do this alone. And I sat 25 days in a hotel with my cats. Not in a great state of mind, but I projected that I wanted a move-in ready house, whatever that looks like, that has a yard. I had specifics, but it needed to be what it is. And here I am. Not perfect. I didn't have expectations. And I got in on January 1st. So guys, stop having expectations of what things look like. Other people are going to be there, especially with those humanitarian projects, to give you even maybe a bigger epiphany or to improve on what you already have. Again, we have to work as a community now. It's not just a solo thing, right? What people are doing for me is they're not physically helping me make pyramids, but they're posting it on their social medias. Hey, this is what my friend Allison makes. Please go support her if you can. Here's Allison's videos. You might learn something. Go watch. Like, Pete, that's the help that we need. And eventually, Captain is Planet coming together using abilities to steer humanity, steer people into the better direction. Great. But again, what is this looking like? We need to work together. And when you get that idea, where you have your plan, write it out, put it on paper, draw it out, whatever it is. It's very important that you do that. And then find like-minded people who have the same mission and get together with them and really start working on it. Because, guys, it's not happening now. If it does, great. But plan it as if it's not going to happen. And you're going to start seeing more and more people actually putting the effort into something and walking that walk, talking that talk. That abundance is going to come to you. The universe is going to provide it for you. You have to have faith. Zero expectations. You got to put your faith into the universe, into yourself, into source. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen for you. And again, it's not a competition. It shouldn't be a competition. And we should be happy if someone else gets the credit, because you know what? At least it's an idea that stemmed from you and it gets out to humanity. That's really all that should matter. We need to be selfless sometimes to boost other people up. I know some of you like to have that acknowledgement. You know what? And you will. Because we're going around and working with people that are vibrating on your level. You'll know if you don't get credit that somebody's being greedy. Again, all experiences that you need. But we're almost done with these experiences, guys, and we're moving forward. So that's uncharted territory. Yes, it's written. It's already done. We just got to meet up with that other body, that other self, and that consciousness to see it. My guides are really funny. I have a lot of them, so I don't know exactly which ones are. I have at least 5. They're telling me, and I don't know who's telling me. Invitation. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There is no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. You are one. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself. It's true. And we love you, just as you are. It's true. They see the totality of you, your higher self. They know you as a light being. They know you as a part of source. We've densified and veiled ourselves so we forget. That's why they know you more than you know yourself. Invite them in. I have. Healing. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help you dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Now, don't be fooled in thinking that this love is coming outside of yourself, because it ain't. This is self-love, love of self. This is the love that comes out of your heart. This doesn't come outside. Having your parents, having a significant other, having your kids tell you they love you is great. Do you love yourself? That's the love this is talking about. The love of yourself. This is something we're all programmed with. We look outside of ourselves to be gratified. And not necessarily, I'm not talking grossly, right? But to get the sense of everything is from the outside, is what is coming from within is self-love and self-care. Everything people are looking at and waiting to be received from is outside. Are you receiving it from the inside? And I'm going to tell you this, guys. I never really loved myself growing up because I was different. I was talked down to. I was bullied. And again, this is not victimhood here. These are experiences that I wrote in so I can learn. But it affected me. It programmed in my mind. I tried taking my life a bunch of times. I was severely depressed for many, 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 many years. It's when I swapped my thinking and changed my mind, my mindset, and understood my worth, understood what I am, that self-love really started helping heal my body. I'm not 100% healed, guys. My teeth fall out of my face at will. Okay? I got problems over here. I have arthritis, okay? But here's a big thing. I'm not on any of my RA medications I used to be on. And result from that. I'm having too much mouth issues because all that medication rotted my teeth out. I can walk, yeah. Am I in pain? Sure, but not to where I was, where I couldn't hold a pen or I needed assistance to go to the bathroom. I did the work inside. I started to love myself and appreciate myself and see what worth I have in the world. Are you? Because when you do, and you raise your vibratory state, a lot of the little aches and pains and the things are not going to really be there. And they're not going to bother you anymore. You know, I'm really sore from yesterday, but I feel great for working out and getting active and getting that anger and frustration out. I feel like my muscles are like going back to that, right? I feel okay, even though I'm sore and it's, you know, it's uncomfortable. That's great though. I'm not falling over and not being able to get up. My mother had a lot of that because she didn't love herself. Sorry, Mom, but true. Both of you, in fact. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. Don't ever regret anything you have done because you wrote it. You wrote your script. Decode your reality. Watch that YouTube channel. He goes through a lot and it makes a lot of sense. You don't have to believe everything that's there. But I tend to believe that. And yes, you do have free will. You get to choose when you break gas. Or when you go to sleep. Or what you eat. That's all free will. If you pick your nose. I'm just being silly, but those are your free will choices. You're going down the path of a park. Are you going to go right or are you going to go left? And free will. You're in the same destination, different perspective. So guys, within all of this, this is what the soul family is going to come in. And if they haven't come in yet, don't be upset. The people that you are resonating, that you're feeling, that you're in chats with, that you are seeding or whatever have you, those people are there for a reason, and they all have and serve you a purpose, and you are serving them a purpose. So take some of this advice that the cards are giving you, and it all comes back to this. You know, sometimes when you're around other people and everybody's talking about their experiences, it's a good way to vent and get it out of you. Because most of us are in that awareness that some people just need a good vent just to get it out of them and get it out of here, right? So be that kind person and allowing other people to do that. And it might be in your direction, but just know that they're a part of your soul family and you're helping them. Not everything is pleasant. Oh, I'm going to tell you that right now. Nothing, a lot of things are not pleasant. I like to put these specific cards in order. Face forward. You will find a way. So going back to that RV concept of having your ideas, find your way now, not in 10 years, not in 5. The world's going to change. It's going to shift because we made it shift, not waiting on one or a team of people to make it shift. We collectively as a humanity make things shift. If we're all on a different page and we're not putting action into motion as a universal law to manifest, what are we doing? Find a way. Inner secrets. All of you is worthy. Here's the scary part about other densities: telepathy. They will know your secrets. So make sure you clean out the skeletons in your closet, and don't be ashamed of some of the things that you might maybe perhaps regret. Guys, it's all experiences. Stop personalizing it. Effed up shit has happened to every one of us. And there's stuff that we have done we're not proud of, right? We all do that kind of stuff. But those are experiences to learn from. So get rid of it, release, forgive yourself, and move on. Because when you clear your head, when someone can have telecommunication with you, they're not going to pick up that stuff because it's out of you already and detached, detangled, quantum out. Have faith for your own healing. Again, guys, I talk personally with you because I'm not perfect. I'm still human. I still have bad days. The other day, I woke up angry. Don't know why. I was infuriated. Like everything coming off of my energy field was anger and frustration. And you know what? Things were falling constantly. Every time I took something down, it fell and it was pissing me off. Everything I was trying to do to get ready to go outside was just pissing me the hell off. My hair was not having a good day either. It was flying and blowing around, and I was getting really, really angry. And every time I was trying to make a pour, the temperature in my house was shifting, and I was bananas. So I had to take a couple of breaths, release, let it go, and go outside and work my butt off to get that energy gone. Not perfect, but have faith that you're going to use the mental gymnastics. You're going to flip the script for something better, or that you're going to, you started out good or you started out bad, whatever the situation, but you're going to focus to stick that landing. You're going to focus to stick to come into neutrality when you feel that way. See both sides and go, okay, so I don't feel great. What is it in my paradigm that I can swing the pendulum forward, but not so far back? Okay, do I need to take a time out? Do I need to go watch like something uplifting? Do I need to listen to something uplifting? Do I need to watch cute animal videos? Do I need to read an affirmation? What will change and flip your mind? I can't answer that for you. For me, I like being with co-host number one, Morgan. I can always go and hug with her and put her on my lap, and now she's sleeping like right here on me, and cuddling with me. That makes me happy. Feeding little Thor in the morning makes me very happy. Watching or listening to little shorts that are uplifting. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. And it doesn't need to be an all-day event. It could just be a couple of seconds that refocuses you and your energy. Because new beginning, flow with life. We are being dead. We're going through a death, and we're going through a rebirth right now. Are you going to keep yourself dead, or are you going to rebirth? Are you going to pick those ashes up and rise like the phoenix? That's up to you. And guys, this work does not have to be done in one day. It doesn't happen in one day. It happens over time. So start somewhere. Write a journal. I'm going to show you what I got at Five Below in a minute. I'm going to pull these cards. So I like this store Five Below. Why? Because I think you can find really good stuff in stores that have cheaper things. Manifestation Journal Magic. Guided 369555 in scripting to manifest your dream life. $5. So they tell you how to use this journal. You write the date, your desired manifestation, the time, and then there's spaces for 3 things, spaces for 6 things, spaces for 9 things. Inspired by Nikola Tesla, assertion that multiples of 3 are the key to the universe. There's some interesting math behind his thinking, and numbers 3, 6, and 9 are significant in the realm of numerology, sacred geometry, biology, history, blah, blah, blah. So you're choosing an intention and wording it 3 different ways. This gives more energy to your intention and also allows space for it to manifest in a variety of ways. You'll write out one phrase 3 times at the beginning of your day, another phrase 6 times in the middle of your day, and another phrase 9 times before bed. Use your intuition to feel into whether you'd like to repeat this for 3, 6, 9, or even 33 days in a row before releasing the intention to the universe. How does it feel to have manifested this intention? What does the manifestation of your intention make possible for a big picture perspective? What is an action you take to create the space for your intention to manifest? So here is a book for $5. Each day you write all those things down. There's a scripting method. There's a bunch of different methods that you are really writing just this book. It's just helping you, right? I have a whole plethora of journals above me that I just write whatever comes to my mind. And I just keep writing and writing and writing. Or I'm writing about the events of my day or the events of the week or whatever have you that traverse my life and I feel like I need to write it. I used to write a ton. I haven't really written much lately, if at all. But I inspire people to do writing. Doesn't need to make sense to anybody but yourself. And for me, like YouTube has been an outlet for me to look back 2 years ago to see, oh my gosh. Like it was scary. It's scary watching me. Because it's that state of mind that I'm trying to like let go. But the journals too, if I go back and read journals that I've written 20 years ago, even as a kid, I have journals that when I was a little kid, I used to write dream journals, right? It's there for me to learn, to take away, like, what did I learn? Holy shit. And you feel better that you traverse those things. So I implore everybody, if you need help or you need something to guide you, go to Five Below. Most places have them, or you can go online. You can go on Amazon, wherever it is that you do your shopping. There has to be a journal of some sort that can help you, steer you, or give you some kind of prompt to help you. Some people just don't think right away, and it takes time to simmer. So get something compatible to you if you can write, Write it down. A wonderful surprise is coming. Everything entirely new awaits you. Are you being receptive to having this? Are you going to manifest it? Live playfully with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. Again, how can you be more childlike? How can you be innocent? Whether that's going to a park and going on a swing. Doesn't hurt. Or playing an old board game. Be a kid. Color with crayons. I love coloring crayons. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. Because when you're obsessive over something, a concept, people, places, things, and you desire something, it's not going to come the way you think. And it might not be for you in the first place. Always put your faith in the universe. A new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness. And again, only you can manifest that happiness. No one else can do that for you. And I learned that the hard way. I've never really felt what love really is. Felt it physically. Ever. I only feel it from myself because I give it to myself. So it's hard, but you can do it. Love comes from inside first, not from the outside. And it's a 4-letter word that's very misinterpreted and defined very vastly and very different from everybody's perspective. The meaning. Okay, these two are vibratorily huge. Creativity. The angels suggest you explore your creative potential now. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. It may herald a new idea, inspiration for a book, an artistic vision, or a new project. Let your imagination flow. If you do not know how to channel the force, you may feel restless and dispirited. So ask your angel to help you to direct your creative energy towards something worthwhile. The angel wisdom reminds you that you are a co-creator with the divine. Use your power with wisdom and joy. Here's an affirmation. I enjoy my creative powers and use them for the highest good. Booyah. Gratitude. Your guidance is to count your blessings. We're in the season of that. When you say thank you to the universe for its gifts, it responds generously to you. Angel wisdom reminds you to say thank you for all that you have, the intangible as well as the tangible. Whenever you say thank you from your heart, one is bestowed on you, for gratitude is a key to opening the doors to universal abundance. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and open yourself to receive love and plenty in your life. Your angels will smile on you. I am grateful for everything in my life, as an affirmation. This is like the big picture stuff. You got to be thankful for what the universe has given you, and that's your higher self conspiring with other entities upstairs to give you an experience down here. And Be thankful for the food on your table, the warm abode that you have, if you have it, the animals, the people, even if you don't have anybody in your life. You're watching me. Hi. The last card for this. I need a lot of water today. All those supplements I took for my allergies. Okay, she's not revealing anything. And so those that know Gnostic texts will know what that is, and I'll go through it here. A way through the struggle has always been created for you, and you're being led onto the path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you to the simplicity of spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. In the mysticism of the Kabbalah, and Sof is the first and truest light. It emerges from the absolute, which is pure emptiness beyond all characteristics, phenomena, and form. The capacity to create something from apparently nothing is one of the definitions of magic. And Sof is a universe pulling rabbits out of hats on a cosmic scale, because the spiritual light emerges from spacious of infinite potentiality. It is imbued with endless creativity, resourcefulness, and spontaneous responsiveness. Whatever is needed is made manifest, provided to the receptive heart, and will benefit all beings. Receptivity is the key to unlocking this white light magic of the spirit. When we are open to it, surrender to its wisdom, and willing to place the wisdom above our own opinions, we are capable of receiving and benefiting from it. Yes, we are. If we are trying to dictate its course, to contrive and control it to meet our needs as we think they should be met, then we are not being receptive. The path of control and dominance is regressive. It is not sacred magic, and it's not of the spirit. Aeon Sof illuminates the way of sacred soul magic that create healing and deep fulfillment. It recognizes there is a problem, yet does not dwell on it, nor evoke toxic mind games of blame and shame. It focuses on solutions. Underneath fancy words, outlandish claims, and complex doctrines, the light of spirit is recognized by its effect. Genuine spiritual connection helps us outgrow our problems. Ego will tell you a situation is too complicated or someone else is to blame. Or if you could just change this one thing, healing could happen. If I could get the RV, this is going to heal me. My life is going to change. But is it? But when you are in ego, you are not spiritually effective. You will be locked into suffering and confusion. As a human being, you are able to use your free will as you choose. You can focus on the negative and distance yourself from the light. Refuse to trust and insist you always know best. You can choose to feel unappreciated, betrayed, or afraid when life does its unpredictable dance. Spirit will love you and seek to help you, even when you use your free will in such a way. At any time, you could choose to say enough of this misery and open your heart to connect with the higher creative healing intelligence of the light. No matter how much our wounded minds or broken hearts may believe a situation cannot be healed, Aeon Soph is always there. It reminds us that wherever we can see it or not, there is a spiritual path through all troubles. That path can be so beautiful. We will become profoundly grateful for the struggle which caused us to grow. Even if we never wish to experience or repeat that experience. Acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. If something isn't quite right, be kind and wise enough to admit to it. Then seek out the genuine light, which will invoke peace in your heart. Have the courage and trust to let go of approaches that will not lead you anywhere worth going. As you open yourself to what is, even the unexpectedly difficult twists of fate, you will become even closer to the radiant grace and luminous clarity, which is reassuring you, healing you, guiding you, and loving you. If that card does not sum up everything that I just read and went through, I don't know what does. There's a lot to say there, but I want you to absorb that and all the cards that I pulled. I'll share with you something, guys, because a lot of people don't quite understand what I am. Source, my higher self, and the spirit guides. My unique gift is to point out where people need their healing. And how to walk through that healing. I could pull tarot cards to give you world events, but I don't see the world the way other people do. And the reason being is that we manifest our reality. So when you feed into an agenda, when you feed into other people's ideas, when you are not going into your heart space, but you're just hearing fanciful things, anything can be manipulated to sound genuine and great. But how would you know if you're just listening and you're not really going and asking yourself in your heart space? It's why I stopped a while ago, actually, looking for the answers outside of myself. I went in and did a lot of work, and it took me a long time, not gonna lie. And I'm not done with that work, guys. Nowhere near it. But when I surrender, when I genuinely go into my heart space, when I give myself my own shit and I say, okay, well, how do I traverse the situation better next time? I forgive myself. I was a dumbass, right? And I try not to set negative self-talk anymore. But we all have those moments. I try to transmute all that negative energy into something positive. I try to stop blaming myself or taking account that, yeah, I messed up and I'm sorry, or I'm not right on something. It happens. We all make mistakes. That's a part of the human experience. It's how do you learn and take away from what you did? We all mess up. It's about admitting to it and taking it gracefully and moving on and forgiving yourself. Again, the cards are screaming. The world is going to become a way better place when we can look past bullshit, read what agenda is being steered, and if you're a part of it, that again is source experiencing itself. You gotta stop judging. We need to recognize the agendas. We need to see, we need to hear. But when you sit in neutrality, you're not absorbing it. You're not in fear of it. You're not manifesting. You're not feeding that negative energy or energy period to the other side. You're just objectively listening. Again, my interview, well, my guest spot on Sacred Valley. Go check that out. A lot of me came out and I was being reserved. I reserved myself because when I describe what I am, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, fuck it, right. People that know me my whole life personally, they see it. It clicked. Unfortunately, my mom only got to see a week's worth of my abilities because she was being nicely, gently transitioned to go upstairs. But she thanked me because she finally understood what I am. What are you? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Are you negatively self-talking? I'm ugly. I'm not worthy. No one wants to date me. No one wants to be with me. I see a lot of that going on. And it doesn't matter what age you're at. Okay. I never looked in the mirror. I was alone for 13 years. I couldn't get a date if my life depended upon it. I always had people behind a computer screen never willing to show themselves. And again, I'm not going to travel different states to see somebody. Like, let's be realistic. But people like me for the wrong reasons. I'm looking at some of you men. But when you talk negatively to yourself, you're attracting people on that vibrational state. So I suggest to, and I know I see it in the chats. Hi, I hope you're watching, some of you. Stop putting yourself down. Stop saying you're ugly. Stop saying no one wants to date me, because no one wants to date somebody that's saying that. Heal yourself. Do the work. That is not talking negatively to yourself. And if you catch yourself in the moment, forgive it, release it, and let it go. And replace it with something better. I am worthy. I am handsome. I am beautiful. I could be the best man or woman. I could stand on my 2 feet and make this world happen. Whatever it is, claim your words, make it your own, and start speaking that into the mirror and looking at yourself. If you catch yourself in the negative self-talk, shut it down. You don't see your toroidal field, you don't see your arc field, but they exist and they're there. And you putting out negative stuff is only drawing and magnetizing negative to you. When you put positive energy into your thinking, into your vessel, positive experiences are going to start popping up with you. Guys, it's taken me forever to do that. And now I'm finally manifesting the life that I already tried and to put out there. But now it's actually happening because I put the effort into working and putting it into motion to have a cause and effect. And I still feel like I need another job, like a daytime job. But this takes a lot of my day, and I love doing this. I love being creative. I love making those paintings. I don't care if anybody buys it. Most people's artwork don't sell until after they're dead. You know, this is something else, but you know. But at the same time, I never know. So I put it out there in hopes that maybe somebody might like it. I stopped limiting my mindset and my mind to say, well, why should I do any of this? Because it makes me happy. Whether somebody buys it or not, I still make it to be happy. What are you doing to be happy and creative and get your energy out? I put a lot of I don't really put any of myself. Like the other day, I had a really bad day. I waited to pour until my energy cleared. And I used some sage. I put binaural beats on and I relaxed. And when I felt my energy just, I came down and made sure that I wasn't putting my negative, frustrated anger into any of my pieces. I will not allow that. I will not work if I'm having a bad day. Energetically, it was energy stuff. But anywho, sending each and every one of you light, love, peace, compassion, grace, shielding, and protection. Please have a safe and wonderful week. It is going to be spectacularly busy. I got a lot of podcasts. Check out We Not Me on Rumble Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if Sacred Valley is going to be on Friday, but I think we're going to do a show. I might be in addition to that, maybe not. That's up to them. I'm cool with that or not. It's fine. Like, I'm happy that I had time to have people get to know me on a different level. Always check out the Time Is Now podcast. That's on Mondays and Wednesdays. Again, these are the people that are close to me, like me, dear and near to my heart, and everybody that's in the chat is really near and dear to my heart. Even if I haven't met or spoken to you, I still chat with you when I'm in the chat. So I want to thank everybody for the support and the love. Please make sure you're spreading your abundance, and that is energy wise. You're liking, sharing, subscribing, passing along the word, thinking small business. It doesn't need to be mine, but we put businesses on We Not Me. Think about what can you do today in your present moment to help somebody else out, whether it just be a like that's using your energy. Click, that's energy. Like, sharing, putting it on Telegram, putting it out on social media. What do you got to lose? You got stuff you no longer need. You got books you read that you don't need. Make sure you're redistributing and like reusing, recycling, repurposing things. Like I said, during that move, I gave an $800 China set to somebody who was eating off of napkins. I didn't even ask them for money. I just gave it to them. I could not stand somebody telling me they ate off of plates. And the way they came and what they came with showed me that they really needed it. So please take and give that a thought, that you might have stuff around your house. Chris, again, I'm going to use the holidays. The holidays are coming. Whatever you celebrate, your children, yourself, you have things that are outdated that you might not need, but someone else will. Make sure you're donating. Make sure you're helping and participating in some sort of charity, whether it be in a town, whether it be knowing a neighbor needs, maybe you can invite a neighbor over that they're by themselves. or you take a plate over to them. Really start thinking, this is that time of season, but it's worthy of doing it all the time. But put some effort in, guys. Please be safe, be seen. And I hope to get more videos up and out. It might be different parts of the day. But I have a really busy week, so we'll see what I can fit in. And please go check my website out. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching and supporting me. It means a lot. Until the next time, guys.